sweethearts. How are you all doing? I'm sorry for taking too long, but I'm back again. So, today's video I wanted to record on appreciating yourself. Okay. Um, it took me a while to realize how much impact self appreciation can have on your happiness. I think many of you must have heard that happiness is inside job. It should not be dependent on something outside. Like if you do this, you will be happy. If you do that, you will be happy. If this happens, I'll be happy. No, it should be somewhere inside you. Now, while it takes time to get there, because I know it does take time. We have been conditioned like that to be happy based on the results that we are seeking for. We'll cover that as a separate topic. For now, if you have to be happy and positive, the first and foremost thing that you have to do is appreciate yourself. Most of the time, what we do is we are just looking for approval from other people on how we look, how we do, how our nature is, what we deserve, are we doing it right or wrong. I think for most of the things, and I want you to do this for yourself today. Sit and relax and question yourself. Analyze once and see, entire day when you're doing activities, is there a point in time that you're not looking for approval? Is there a point in time that you're happy inside for who you are? Are you always banging yourself for the mistakes that you do? Are you always like trying to be perfect and it's not happening and you bang yourself? See for yourself, not just today. I think for a couple of days you see yourself and you will yourself realize how much your happiness is dependent on outside and people around you, on your environment, on the patterns that are happening beside you, whatever it is. And it's all in your thinking, I tell you. Okay, it's all in your thinking, that you think a certain way, and that is the reason that you're not happy. Now, the main purpose of law of attraction is that you have to always keep vibrating at a higher level. And how can you vibrate at a higher level? You have to be positive all the time. How can you be positive? One of the things is appreciating yourself. Now, when you're not getting appreciation from outside, which you are always looking for, why not appreciate yourself? Okay. How many times do you see yourself appreciating the people around you? Just pause and think about it. How many times do you do that? There are so many people who help you do things, small things every day. Your husband, for example, loves you, appreciates you. Maybe not even appreciate you, he loves you, he does smaller things for you, that which makes you happy, but you just take it for granted, move on here or there. Or in your office, for example, you're looking for appreciation. I did this work but nobody appreciated me, but you put a lot of effort and you were happy about it, but at the end of the day that person did not appreciate me, and I'm like, what? Yeah, I did lots of work and they did not even appreciate me. Really? Do you think your happiness should be dependent on that? Aren't you happy with what you did, right? And if you still think you have questions like, did you do it right or wrong, or there could be some improvement, go and seek that critique from them. It does not have to be that you have to wait for an appreciation and people will do it, because most of the time we are also not appreciating, right? Sometimes it's expected out of you. Sometimes even if it's not expected out of you, people are so busy in their own lives that they forget about you. They are not even appreciating themselves, and similar things goes with us, me, you as well. Okay, so start appreciating yourself and do this early in the morning and while you sleep at night. It is said that our subconscious mind is most active, and you can make the best use of it early in the morning when you wake up and just before sleeping. Remember, that should be the last thing that you are doing before you sleep. So while you're sleeping, your inner confidence will rise, and your subconscious will keep appreciating yourself, and as a result of it, you will be very happy. I'm not sure how many of you have observed yourself, but have you ever noticed that when you are happy, when you are excited and very joyful, the amount of work you do and the creativity that comes is much more as compared to when you're cribbing and doing it? I'm sure you must have noticed, and if not, you should go and do that. So when you wake up every day, that should be your intention, that today is going to be my best day, and how can I make my day best when I'm happy? Because when I'm happy, I take care of each and everything of mine very nicely, and I get good results, of course. So instead of waiting for appreciations or happiness to come as a result of something you do, be happy inside and then see the result of it coming out of it, and you will realize actually you're doing much better when you are happy. Plus your happiness does not depend on outside. Of course, when results come, it does make us happy, but the point I'm trying to say is the happiness comes from inside. Okay, so activity for you guys, everyone, is to write for yourself. Yes, I want you to write, not just say. I want you to write things you admire about yourself. For example, I'll say I admire my eyes, they are very expressive. I've started looking into the mirror um, uh, and I look at myself and I appreciate the body parts that I love about myself. My nose, my hair, for example, my lips, my height. These are the physical aspects of it. My other aspects are being positive in every situation, looking for the best thing out of every situation. Anytime I focus on problems, I focus on the actual problem and not the people, like who is the person doing it. And which is a good thing, because that's when you learn how to progress in life. Every problem is not the problem of a person, it's the problem that you need to address. So start focusing on that. I'm a very compassionate and kind being. I love to help people. I'm vulnerable, and I appreciate about myself. Initially I used to beat myself for crying in the public, showing my vulnerable side, making people feel like, oh, she's so weak and she's so sensitive, and she starts crying over smaller things. And I used to be in my own world where I used to not talk to anybody about it, because it made me feel like I am very weak, which is not the case, right? Crying does not mean it's weak, it's just a way of expressing yourself. So over the years I've learned that, so I admire myself, I love myself, I have come so far. I have done my education, I have so many years of job, and I've been Mrs. India Haryana. I got the Employee of the Year award. I did my education after 12. I mean, there are a lot of things that I appreciate about myself. So whenever you think that your mood is going down, those things you just have to revise to yourself. Okay, so keep it handy. So I want you to everything that you appreciate about yourself, not just 10, 15, 20, everything that you appreciate about yourself, just write it down. And if you're stuck like I can't find more than 10 or 15 or 20, please think. Go from your childhood until you are now, different places you have been, different people you have met, what are the things that you have done, and everywhere. And remember things that you could have done which you just forgot, but it was a achievement, so you appreciate about yourself all those things. Okay, so please take a notepad or diary or wherever you want to note down, and note down all those points that you admire and appreciate about yourself, and feel that happiness. Keep that list coming, and I want to see it. Once you have done that, then we will take it to the next level, where you can talk to the mirror and repeat yourself when in times of sadness, frustration and anger you don't see self-confidence rising up. You just have to repeat those words to yourself. So your list should be, I admire this thing about me, I appreciate this thing about me, write like this, and I'm so happy about it that I've come so far. Write it in present tense. Okay, cool. That's all for this time. Keep that list coming in, and we'll see where other areas that you still need to work on. Okay, bye bye.